Hi, I'm Julie Weber of Liberate Ministries, and today's topic is called Relationships Video 1. Abortion affects all levels of relationships, whether you're single, cohabiting, or married. Let's look at how abortion affected these relationships and what you can do to improve them. I'm starting a video series called Relationships. I'm not certain how many videos this series will include, so I'm keeping it simple, naming them in numerical order. Well, going from the me to we in the relationship when having an abortion changes everything. We've talked about how it changes women, but what about the guy? What happens to him? Quoted from my Lady Liberty workbook on pages 26. Men hurt too. Just because this course is focused on helping women deal with the negative after effects of their abortions doesn't mean that men don't regret and hurt after the abortion experience. Many men are sorry that they forced the women in their lives to abort. Others agreed with the choice to abort without thinking through the consequences. Still others may not have known about the abortion until it was over. Studies have revealed that men experience many of the same feelings such as guilt, shame, grief, depression, anger, and self-hatred following abortion that women do. They also experience a feeling of helplessness and loss of manhood. The following quote by Warren Williams, an early researcher, is powerful. While both women and men may hesitate to seek help in post-abortion recovery, it is my experience that this may be especially hard for men. Men may feel more obligated to mask or hide their pain or tough it out alone. Well, let's look at some behaviors that could be affecting your relationships. Manipulation means to manage or influence skillfully, especially in an unfair manner. Coercion is the act of coercing, use of force or intimidation to obtain compliance. Players, a male who is skilled at manipulating, playing others, and especially at seducing women by pretending to care about them when in reality they are only interested in sex. Female players, she is constantly seeking for the next best thing. She is emotionally unattached, but she manipulates guys to fall for her. It is hard for her to commit to any exclusive relationship. What is feelings of helplessness and loss of manhood? The information for this research and citations will be attached to this video. About.com psychology talks about learned helplessness, what it is, and why it happens. Learned helplessness happens when people or animals become conditioned to believe that a situation is unchangeable or inescapable. Loss of manhood, also known as loss of masculinity. There were 2 articles that talk about men in a crisis today of lost manhood. The first article is called Young Men Are Facing a Masculinity Crisis. The second article is called The Death of Masculinity. Where have all the men gone? My husband, Jeff, and I both read and discussed these articles. Together, we came up with some observations. Our observations. Traditional men's roles are being redefined. The characteristics that define a man is changing from the lumberjack strong and silent type of the past to the modern emotionally sensitive man. This is causing confusion for some men who are suffering an identity crisis. Some behavior trends that have been documented in recent articles include men refusing to grow up, the Peter Pan syndrome, and men giving up, playing the victim in situations, and ever-increasing addiction to porn. Healthy relationships surrounding abortion events require participation from men who are involved. Coercion by fathers or boyfriends or simply paying for abortions is not helping and was never a solution. However, men being willing to discuss abortion alternatives and support the women in their life at a stressful time is part of the solution. We are focusing on getting men involved in life decisions or after an abortion when healing is needed. In order to do that, some women need to change their behavior too. If we are asking men to step up, women need to be open to men's healthy involvement and also need to include them in decisions. It is common for women to have abortions and not tell the man involved that they are doing so. John Stonestreet, president of the Chuck Colson Center, writes, "The early church father Irenaeus said, 'The glory of God is a man fully alive, and a man fully alive doesn't play the victim or wallow in a sense of entitlement. He embraces the creation mandate to fill the earth and subdue it. He's a maker, not a perpetual taker.' To improve your relationship, you both are going to have to forgive each other for allowing these things to come into your relationship. Manipulation, coercion, being a male or a female player, learned helplessness, loss of manhood, loss of masculinity. Let's pray. Dear God, help these men and women to forgive themselves for acting in these behaviors and for allowing these behaviors to come into their relationships. Help both the men and the women to desire to bring healthy change personally to themselves and their relationship going forth. Amen. Well, thanks for watching. Live life liberated.